Hello everyone, I am Dr. Keswa, Associate Professor in Department of Computer Engineering of AI SSMS, Institute of Information Technology, Pune. Today I am going to explain generic programming in Java. As you know, the generic programming in C++. Same concept we are going to learn generic programming in Java. Generic programming means writing a code that can be reused for object for many different types, or we can say simple one, reusability of the code means write a code once and it will be handled as many data types. In Java, generic programming is introduced or added in J2SE5 to deals with the type shape object. Here, type shape object means the unwanted operation cannot perform on the object. It makes the code stable by detecting the bugs at compile time instead of runtime. Means it is the our generic programming gives us the pre errors or compile time all errors instead of runtime. Before generic programming concept or before adding the generic programming in Java, we can store any type of objects in the collection. Again, here collection is a container. That is non-generic objects. Now, generic force the Java programmer to store the specific type of objects, means same type of objects in a single collection or in a single container. Why should I use the generic programming, or why should we learn the generic programming? Avoid repetitions, mean unwanted writing the code again and again for different data types or different payment data types. Reduce Control C and Control V means copy and paste phenomena. Then for type safety means unwanted operations cannot be performed on the any object. What is the use of the generic programming? Generic programming we can use this on any level, maybe basic level, intermediate level, or advanced level. In basic level means just writing the generic classes or generic methods. In intermediate level, when you encounter your first unknowable error at that time, or in some of the complex code. In advancements, you are going to write your own generic methods and classes. What are the advantages of Java generic programming? There are mainly three advantages of generics in Java or generic programming in Java. They are type safety, typecasting is not required, and compile time checking. What is the type safety? We can hold only a single type of objects in a generic and same type of object stored in a container or collection. It doesn't allow us to store the other objects. Without generic, we can store any type of object. Before generic or without generic, we can store any type of objects. Typecasting is not required. There is no need to typecast the object. Before generic, we need to typecast. Means we reduce the work of programmers, or it reduces the work of programmers. Then compile time checking, it checked at compile time, so problem will not occur at runtime, or whatever errors in a program or whatever errors in a code, that will be checked and detected at compile time instead of at runtime. The good programming strategies say it is far better to handle the problems or errors at compile time than runtime. In generic programming, again, you can write a generic code in two ways. One is generic method and other is a generic class or generic classes. Here, generic method is same as your template function in a C++. You can write a single generic method declaration that can be called with arguments of different types. Based on the type of argument passed to the generic method, The compiler handle each method call appropriately based upon its parameters. If you remember the generic function or template function, we are doing the same thing. Following are the rules to define the generic method. What are these rules? All generic method declares or declaration have a type parameter section delimited by angle brackets. If you remember the template function, same way we are going to write a code here in generic method that precedes the method return type and then its parameters or name of the method and then parameters. Each type parameter section contains one or more generic type parameters separated by commas. A type parameters, also known as a type of variables, is an identifier that specifies a generic type name. The type parameter can be used to declare the return type and act as a placeholder. If you remember, this placeholder means it will be replaced with the past parameter data type for the types of argument passed to the generic method, which are known as actual type arguments. The generic method's body is declared like that of any other method or any other function. Note that type parameter can represent only reference types, not primitive types. Most important here, integer, double, character, float. It is only the reference types, and it is not the case for the C++. In the C++, we can use integer, double, character also. This is example of generic method. Here we have written the public class test generics. Public static E void print array E element means we are passing the E as the array. For E elements to elements, system.out println elements. It will print the elements of the array. System.out println. Then the main program, public static void main string argument integer int array 10 20 30 40 50 character in character java t point system.out.println printing integer array. It will print 10 20 30 40 and 50 in a print int array. Then system.out.println printing character array, print array, character array. If you just see here the print array, integer array and print array, character array. In this we are passing the integer and character array. This integer array become the placeholder for your generic method or test generic method, same as for the character array. Then next is the generic classes. A generic class declaration looks like a non-generic class declaration in Java, except that the class name is followed by the type parameter section, means generic types. As with generic method, the type parameter section of a generic class can have one or more type parameters separated by comma, means you can declare more than one generic type or generic data type. These classes are known as parameterized classes also, or parameterized type because they accept one or more parameters. This is the example of generic class example. Here public class box t is a generic parameter or generic placeholder. Private t, then public void add t, this dot t equal to t, then public t get the data for and return t. Then main program, public static void main integer args, box, integer box. Here box is the name of the class. Integer is a type of object is created and its name is integer box equal to new box or memory is allocated as integer type. Then box string box equal to new box string. It is allocated the memory for the string. Integer box add new integer 10 and string box dot add new string hello world. So the next two lines will be print 10 and hello world. So if you see, this looks like your template class in C++. Only the language is going to change here. So there is not a big difference between template function, template class in a C++ and generic method and generic class in Java. Thanks or thank you. Happy learning. All the best.